This your boy LT with E5th coming at you with another devotional. Today we're going to be talking about being a good steward over your time. All right, today's scripture is coming from Ephesians 5:16. Redeem the time because the days are evil. Also, Acts 1:7. And he said to them, it is not for you to know times or seasons which the Father has put in his own authority. So with this, we're going to be talking about two different aspects of this time concept, right? So the first thing is redeeming the time. It's like there's an old saying that says, why put off until tomorrow what you could do today? And I try to live on this concept. I don't do a great job all the time. There's a whole bunch of procrastination that comes at a lot of times. Even some of the videos that I want to put out and everything like that, there's procrastination. And there's a deeper meaning behind that. But today we won't talk about that now. Today I want to talk about just doing things. If you put something off until tomorrow, you have no idea what's going to come tomorrow. You know, there's a situation where when my grandfather passed away, and I was spending a lot of time with him before he got sick, and then I remember after he passed away, there was a lot of people that said, oh man, I was going to come see him on his birthday. They kind of put off seeing him, and so many people have that same type of story. We put things off, but we never know what's coming tomorrow. So whatever you're going to do, you might as well do it today. And that way you don't know. Now for me, I like getting stuff done, especially at the beginning of the week. I have no idea what the rest of the week's going to bring, especially having a wife, an ex-wife, and 4 children. I have no idea what's gonna happen. My ex-wife doesn't normally contact me, but you never know. She might hit me up for something. Something might happen or whatever. And I'm probably the last person she would call, but she knows I would help. The same thing with my wife. I have no idea what would happen with her or my children. So I always want to try to get everything that I want to get done on the earlier side of the week. That way it leaves options open for me to do stuff at the end of the week or help anybody or whatever comes up. And I think that we should focus on that instead of trying to put stuff off and just chill. Now, the second aspect of this from Acts is the most important because it comes about God's timing. And this is probably the hardest thing for anyone, especially a Christian, to deal with, is waiting upon something to happen. I was just reading yesterday, talking to my wife about this, but when they created, when God created the world, he did it in 6 days. But when we think about 6 days, for God, it's like 1,000 days for us or something along those lines. And, his timing is so different from our timing. So when we want something, we're so, I don't sit up there and put popcorn on the stove and wait for it to pop. I put it in the microwave and it's 2 minutes, I'm good. I don't have to wait 5-10 minutes, and that's how the world is now. We want things instant. And so God doesn't work that way. There's a lot of things, and unfortunately, there's a lot of situations and blessings that he wants to give us, but he can't give us those blessings all at one time because we wouldn't be able to handle it, And so I remember when I was trying to make it to the Olympic trials when I was in my 20s, and I got injured, and I was devastated because I was like, man, I was so close, and after some years went by, I was like, man, I wasn't in the right mindset to handle that kind of success, if it would have happened. So, he won't give us all those things. And he wasn't being mean, but at the same time, if I would have got that success at that age and that mentality that I had, I have no idea what kind of destruction it would have followed me from that. So, his timing is different. And now it's like I'm able to help other kids and bring them up the right way, in track and field, in sport, in whatever they want to do, because I have a different mentality than what I had in my 20s. And so there's a lot of blessings that I've had and a lot of success I've had in track and field since then, even in my 40s, that is such a blessing to me, and I appreciate it in a different way than I would have in my 20s. So, I want to encourage you, to do what you need to do on today. but then also allow God to do what he's going to do in his timing. All right. Don't feel pressured that you need to be somewhere just because somebody else is at that point or whatever. Allow God to give you your blessings in his timing. And so the wise quote of the day is from, I don't know this name. It's Manishem Mendel Shearson. Hopefully I didn't say that, butcher that too bad. The key to time management is to see the value of every moment. Wow, that's pretty powerful. I personally waste so much time throughout the day, and at the end of my life, chances are I'm going to be looking back and thinking about so much wasted time. And if I keep that at the forefront of my mind, then it helps me to do all that I should be doing in this moment. Taking care of my time, being a good steward over the time that I'm given, because I have no idea how much I'm given. So not to waste it doing meaningless things, but to spend it wisely, doing things, doing God's work, godly work, and going after my goals. So that's the word of the day. I'm your boy LT from E5th. This is what I want you to marinate on today.